All right, here he is right here, everybody. Chris Anthony. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. So we were chatting just off camera. Last week, he was inducted into the Snow Sports Hall of Fame, which is a tremendous, tremendous achievement that really probably wasn't on your radar ever, right? I mean, you just do what you do because you're passionate about it. And through that passion, these are the things that came about.
Yeah, I mean, I knew exactly everything about the Snow Sports Hall of Fame, both the Colorado one and the U.S. one. But to actually be part of it is a whole different thing. I used to, I've gone to the ceremony several times over the years because people that I idolized growing up were inducted, and you want to hear their story, and it's a great night of celebration of that person, and then getting to see something about their life, because EVE Productions does a wonderful job of putting a montage of their life together. But I never really thought, I thought maybe one day that I would be deserving and honoring of this, but I didn't think it'd be so soon. So a lot of people, it comes at the end of their career, and for me, this is definitely in the middle, and if anything, it's inspired me to do that much more.
Well, look what you've done. Like, so it's coming in the middle of your career.
Yep.
And for, like you said, most people it happens towards the end of their career. So that just shows what you've done for the industry as a whole so far through your career, from when you started skiing when you were 18 months old. Really?
Yes, it truly is. And what was really amazing was to sit there on the podium and look out over the audience and see all the people that I've looked up to, and now I'm part of their club essentially. But it was there was people actually in the audience, like Billy Kidd, that signed an autograph for me when I was 9 years old before I went to U.S. Nationals, and that was just so inspiring. And all of a sudden, here I am with him as a peer now. Andy Mill was actually showed up. He's one of my greatest mentors and idols, and I actually had to sort of throw him into my speech, because it's like, wow, Andy Mill, he played this huge role in my life, and I didn't even have him in the speech, and then I threw him into the speech on the fly, and that kind of threw me off, but it went really naturally, because I was just looking out over this amazing audience.
That's right, and you see, okay.
Yep.
Now, Andy isn't even heavily involved within the ski industry anymore, but he made such an impact. He's a big fisherman now, too.
World
which
champion.
I love,
Yeah.
because he's catching the big fish down in the South. And
Yep.
yeah, so good for him, and good for you, too. All right, you have an event coming up at the Westin, benefiting the Youth Project. Tell us about it.
Yes, so tonight, actually, they're celebrating their 10th anniversary over the Westin. And I think you can still get online and just RSVP, and it's free. But if you show up at the door, it's not a bad deal either. It's $10, and all that money's going into my youth project.
Okay.
And, Trista Sutter's going to be there, and Oscar De La Hoya is going to be there, the boxer. It's going to be a really fun time. He's got a tequila release coming out, so come to the Westin tonight. It's going to be a great celebration. We'll have a booth set up for my youth project, which will be a wonderful opportunity to share.
You going to spar with Oscar maybe a little bit?
Yeah, I heard what I'm going to have, though, is a signed bottle of tequila from Oscar De La Hoya that I'm going to put on my auction site that will benefit my youth project, too. Yeah, so if you want to get to my auction site, I guess email me at chris@chrisanthony.com. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
That might be the easiest way. It's a wonderful online auction site that's live right now.
We have a little bit of time. Let's talk about the Youth Project. Tell everybody what it is,
So,
what you've done for the kids.
Yeah, so 20 years ago, I was asked to go into schools and talk to kids and do some mentorship. And what that built into was teachers all of a sudden from all around the state were going, come into our school, come into our school. And then I built a bunch of different engagements, a bunch of different speaking engagements to present to the kids. And then a foundation in Denver suggested that I do more and be more serious about it. So about 2013, I became a 501c. And now not only do I have mentoring going into the classroom with myself and a music group and some other high-profile individuals, but I now can bridge kids to experiences beyond the classroom. And so I'm bringing kids out of the city in Denver up to the mountains.
Okay.
And up here locally, we're doing what's called the Glide Project, which is avalanche education. My sister's running it, so it's highly subsidized classes. Kids can go get their level 1, which you normally cost about $500. We're offering that for $300 with potential more scholarships, so you can get down to $100.
Okay.
And I'm subsidizing all that.
Now, I see something on here about a youth project blend of coffee.
Yes.
Tell us about the coffee.
Yeah, so I was in a coffee shop. I spent a lot of time in coffee shops and working. And Hunter Bay Coffee, they have a roastery in
roasters,
Arvada,
yeah.
roasters in
Yeah.
Arvada. And they recognized me from the films and everything, and we started talking, and so they did a blend for me. It's a dark roast blend, and proceeds from the sale, partial proceeds from the sale of this, go to my youth project. And so you can go to Hunter Bay Roasters, just look up Chris Anthony and order the dark roast blend. You can get their whole beans.
I love it.
And you're helping the youth project.
Keep it moving, man. Good
All
to
right.
see you. Congratulations once again.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. We're going to have Chris around a bunch this wintertime. We'll be talking to him about the Birds of Prey, the men's ski races, and just checking in with him on and off to find out what he is up to. We have more of the show coming up after the break.